Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as, investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence. Put in the work for yourself and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Thursday, January 4th. We're going to check in on our old friend SoFi. So SoFi dropping over 13% yesterday on the analyst catalyst, and didn't really give us a chance to what we're waiting for a few videos now, which was, as I would say, bang into this uptrend support. It just fell right through it. So first things first, let's put in our levels for the gap here. Now, I'm not going to do them exact because I'm just going to sort of, as a spot, say, it's about from this purple to this purple, just because those are support and resistance levels that we already have on the chart. And if I put in an additional gap level on there, it's just going to look very cluttered very quickly, I think. So the good news is that this gap right here, I can get rid of this gray line because that has been filled. And I don't see, at least for the moment, another down gap on the daily. So we'll see what that brings. Now, levels-wise, I'm not going to make a ton of changes here. I'm going to keep the uptrend support here in case it starts to interact with it again. My question is if this is sort of going to take, I guess the bullish side of me wants to say maybe this will be taken as an overreaction, and today's price action is sort of like the start of kind of stabilizing a bit and retracing some of those losses. So, we'll see if that's the case or not. It was quite a reaction. So, that said, it was on the back of this climb from 6s to 10s. So maybe it's taking back some of those gains and saying, yeah, maybe we got a little too far ahead of ourselves. So I think it could be sort of a play of an overreaction either direction. Either this climb was too quick and courteous, and so this is a little bit of a reaction to that, or this drop was too overblown, and maybe we'll see some stabilization from there. So in either case, I'm wondering if it's going to be able to stabilize, maybe claw back a little bit of those losses, but I don't know. It would also depend how quickly it wants to come and try to fill this gap, and we'll see if that takes shape. Now, if it can't flip this 847 level from resistance to support, which it wasn't able to do today, right? It wicked off of it when all was said and done. I don't have a level down here that looks very strong to me until this like 791 level, so a fall through 8. That said, there's a level that doesn't look super strong to me, but it would be right around 813 here. So, still another good percentage dip down, even if it comes down to that level and starts to do something there. So all told, though, if you're familiar with SoFi, you're not so unfamiliar with just these intense, run-ups and then drawbacks and then run-ups and then real drawbacks, and just sort of losing a bunch or all of the gains that you recently made. So I'm hoping that this isn't another sort of pin in that cushion, but we will find out sooner than later. And if it does slip below this 791, we can put some levels back on the chart that we would have taken away previously in the hopes that it had left those price points. But in any case, on the think or swim side of things, no trigger and fire happening yet, and even the bullish momentum, while it's dying down pretty swiftly, it's not there yet. So as we see here and as we see here, SoFi can have a tendency to throw some hiccup candles in the midst of a move. So there's, again, the potential that this is now toward the lower bound of the channel. Maybe it's going to catch some support toward the lower bound here, which is, nearer to the $8 mark for the time being. But if it can sort of stabilize or inch up a little bit, it'll drag that channel bound back up with it. And, and maybe it has a chance to sort of redraw some bullish momentum there. We'll see. I do think it's all a matter of where does this shake out? Was this a reasonable reaction to this previous run-up, or was this an overreaction to a catalyst that maybe is not that heavy-handed of a catalyst when all is said and done. But channel is quite wide at this point. It's been in motion for a while now, right? Capture all this motion. It wasn't really consolidating until prior to this. You see the channel gets nice and narrow there, and then sort of gets ready for an explosive move, and that's what we saw. And then here, it was consolidating a little bit, but it was having quite a bit of action above and below the mid-range of the channel, continuously trying to press the upper or the lower bound, predominantly the lower bound, until this recent jump up. So still quite a lot of volatility wrapped up in this one, and quite a wide channel. So even if it wanted to stretch the channel, that would take it from about 8 to about 10. So huge range in there for it to play with, and I'm hoping that that allows it some space to at least operate within the channel and maybe preserves some of the price that has been gained over the past few weeks. But we'll see. I don't want to infuse a bunch of false hope here because, like I said, predominant feeling here in SoFi is, your chart looks like this over the long run, and it's been a pain train. So if this is just another swing, another ride on the pain train, so be it. But it'll all sort out soon enough, and we'll see how it goes. But these are the levels I'm looking at. That's the channel at the moment, and we'll see what happens. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.